Imagine asking an AI, what are the best tools for X? And your brand isn't even mentioned. Beat. That's kind of a new invisibility, isn't it? The AI conversation will become the new page one, not being there. It's almost like being stuck on page 10 of Google. Maybe worse, really, because the AI is doing the talking for you.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're the place you come to unpack critical insights from, well, whatever sources you've got. We hope you navigate these shifting digital landscapes. Today, we're diving into this guide, Mastering Listicles for AI Brand Visibility. And this isn't just your standard SEO stuff anymore. It's really a game-changing strategy, getting your brand noticed by large language models, LLMs, like ChatGPT. Basically, think of an LLM as this really sophisticated digital brain. It understands and generates human-like text, draws in this huge ocean of information. So we're going to walk through a multi-step process today, starting with optimizing your own site, right? Then using AI for some deep research, finding those prime opportunities, crafting smart outreach, and finally, tracking your success. It really is all about mastering the art of the listicle, but for this new AI era.
Okay, let's unpack that foundational piece first, because before you even think about, chasing mentions elsewhere, the guide is super clear. Your own website needs to be solid, like rock solid. And you need two specific page types working together. First, what they call the singular product page. So instead of a broad title like Best Bookmark Managers Plural, your page title focuses right in on Best Bookmark Manager Singular. And that's not just grammar, is it? It's strategic. It signals you are the specific solution, the answer. This page goes deep. Features, benefits, use cases, social proof, all just for your product. Laser focused. It's about being the ultimate resource for your specific thing.
Exactly. And then this is the part that feels a bit counterintuitive, but it's really smart. You also create your own big listicle
Mm.
on your blog. And yes, you actually put your competitors in it.
Okay, hold on. Why would you do that? Feature the competition.
Well, it builds topical authority, makes you look like the expert on the whole category of the AI. Plus, you control the narrative, right? Frame the comparisons fairly, and you capture that comparison traffic, the Avis's B searches, people trying to decide. And for both these pages, the quality checklist is key, really key, aiming for like 1,500, maybe 2,500 words, covering all the subtopics, getting a high relevance score with tools like Surfer SEO or ClearScope. They kind of act like an AI's editor, checking you against the top stuff. And crucially, demonstrating EET. That's experience, expertise, authoritativeness, trustworthiness. So you need user reviews, screenshots, and expert author, really showing your credibility.
That idea of openly featuring rivals on your own turf, it really does stand out. It seems almost backwards from traditional marketing. Why is that approach so vital for AI visibility specifically?
It's about strategic transparency, really. AI models, and hey, users too, they want comprehensive, unbiased answers. So by making your own well-researched listicle, including the competition, you position yourself as the authority on the whole category, not just your product. You're not just shouting, we're the best. You're saying, look, we get the whole landscape and here's where we shine. That builds huge trust and topical authority. Tells the LLMs your site is reliable for this subject. It's foundational credibility for AI.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Foundational credibility. So our house is in order. Where do we head next?
Okay, here's where it gets really cool. AI becomes your secret weapon. For deep research, forget spending hours manually digging. You use a multi-step prompting process with tools like Gemini or Perplexity. First step, market analysis. You ask the AI, who are the top competitors? What are their features, pricing, target users? It's like stacking Lego blocks of competitive data, but super fast. Second, user sentiment. You tell the AI, go scour reviews. G2, Capterra, Reddit, wherever. Find the common positive themes, the negative ones. This adds those vital experience signals, what real people actually think. Third, the AI takes all that raw data and synthesizes it into a detailed content brief. Gives you the H2H3 structure, key points, USPs, drawbacks, even an FAQ. And finally, use that brief as your blueprint. Write the listicle, make the comparison table. After the first draft, go back to Surfer SEO, see what's missing. Then prompt the AI again to revise it. You can boost that relevance score, like boom, from 65 to over 80 in minutes.
I still wrestle with prompt drift myself sometimes when the AI just wanders off. But this multi-step way of doing it, it seems really robust, keeps it focused, it's very intentional.
It absolutely is. AI doesn't just speed things up, it really transforms research. Think about it. Going from days, maybe weeks, of manually sifting data to having an AI crunch it all in minutes, highlighting features, pricing, what users love and hate. It's like having a whole research team, basically. Frees you up to focus on the strategy, the narrative, AI streamlines that extensive analysis.
Right. So foundation built, AI-powered research done. Now we need to find those external places, the prime spots for our brand to get noticed. How do we even start finding those high-authority websites?
Okay, finding the golden opportunities. This is where custom GPTs and ChatGPT really shine. You can set one up to act like a digital business development specialist, a specialized assistant. You prompt it. Find me up to 50 URLs, existing listicles, things like best your category tools or your big competitor alternatives. But the prompt criteria are critical. Got to be specific. Your brand is not mentioned yet. That's key. Articles published or updated in the last 24 months. Keep it fresh. Prioritize tech reviews, marketing blogs, industry publications, good sources, and exclude the noise, like forums, Quora, Reddit for this step. The output should just be a clean table. URL, title, website name.
And the guide emphasizes checking these outputs, right? Clicking the links, making sure competitors are there, that it's actually a good fit. Don't just trust the AI blindly. So what really stands out to you about using AI for this kind of prospecting?
What's amazing is just how precise the AI can be. Finding exactly those articles where your brand is missing. I mean, think about doing that manually. Hours and hours of searching, filtering, checking. With AI, boom, a pre-qualified list of relevant opportunities where you have a clear gap. In minutes, it just massively accelerates that discovery phase. Lets your team focus on outreach strategy, not just finding targets. Surprisingly precise, finding articles where your brand is missing.
That precision is definitely a game changer. But okay, we have this list. Not all listicles are equal though, right? Some will have way more impact.
It's exactly right. You need an authority filter system. Take that list, export it, run the URLs through tools like Ahrefs, SEMrush, standard SEO tools. You're looking for the green light ones. Websites with high authority, think domain rating, DR, of 70+, or authority score, AS, of 60+. These metrics basically measure site power and trust. And you want sites with good traffic, say over 50,000 organic visits a month. And, this is important, a high AI citation count. Means LLMs already reference them a lot. Then you've got yellow light, decent authority, DR 4069, maybe, less impact, but okay. And red light, low authority, probably not worth the effort. That citation count trick, though, that's gold. Sites cited hundreds of times by LLMs. And valuable. Seriously, one mention on a TechCrunch or a HubSpot, worth dozens of mentions on smaller sites, because AI trusts those big names. So it really boils down to quality over quantity here, massively. It's not just getting mentioned, it's where. Totally. It shifts your whole outreach focus. Strategic placement, not just volume. An LLM sees a mention on, like, TechCrunch as a way stronger signal than 20 mentions on random blogs. It's an exponential return. Because those high-authority sites, they're likely on that AI whitelist of trusted sources. AI models prioritize mentions from established authoritative sources.
Okay, finding the right person to contact, that's often the big hurdle, isn't it? The bottleneck. Can AI help there too?
It sure can. You can use a follow-up prompt. Ask your custom GPT. Or another tool. Find me contact info. Look for titles like content editor, content manager, head of marketing, even the article author sometimes. Try to get a personal email, if not a generic editorial one like editor at or content at board. You can expect maybe a 70–80% success rate just with AI. Combine it with tools like Hunter, Snoove.io, you could boost that. But always validate the emails, don't want bounces. And remember, this isn't just old school link building, chasing a hyperlink. It's a new mindset shift. Think brand mention optimization. The goal isn't just a link, though, hey, that's nice. It's your brand name showing up positively on a trusted site. That's what the AI models ingest.
That really does reframe the whole strategy. It's less about the technical SEO link signal and more about the simple, credible mention itself that the AI can see and understand.
Precisely. You're building presence within the content AI models consume. So when someone asks the AI a question related to your brand, it has good, high-quality, authoritative info about you to draw on. You become part of its trusted knowledge base. It's about brand mentions, not just backlinks. Now here's a little secret the guide mentions. The sponsored content shortcut. Kind of provocative, actually. It seems ChatGPT and other AIs, well, they don't really differentiate between organic mentions and sponsored ones. At least, not yet.
Wait, really? So a paid mention has the same weight for AI visibility?
For now, it seems that way. Which means offering to pay for sponsored listicle spots. That can work. Guest posting becomes even more valuable. Money, strategically used, can actually solve this problem faster than traditional slow link building sometimes. But be smart about it, right? It's not just throwing cash around. Focus on sites that genuinely fit your brand, your audience. Same criteria as organic, really. But you get that guaranteed mention. And the AI, currently,
Doesn't seem to care if it is paid or earned.
Wow. That sponsored content shortcut is
Yeah, that's
extra.
powerful. It changes the earned media equation. Are there potential long-term risks, though, if AIs get better at spotting paid stuff? Or just, ethical considerations?
That's a really fair point. And the guide does nod to the evolving landscape. For now, yeah, it's a potent tactic. But brands got to balance short-term wins with long-term reputation. You don't just want to be seen, you want to be seen as credible, valuable. So even if you pay, the quality of the content, the relevance, the site's authority, that all still matters massively. The guide even gives an outreach template for this. Subject like, suggestion for your article title, article.
Yeah.
Now, then explain your product, its unique value, offer details, a free account, or, yeah, discuss sponsored placement, direct, clear, efficient. AI doesn't seem to distinguish between paid and organic mentions.
That clarity is vital. Okay, so once we start getting these mentions, paid or organic, how do we track if it's actually working in this new GEO world? All right, tracking GEO, generative engine optimization. It needs different tools, a different mindset. You're not just watching keyword ranks. You know, monitor AI citations. Use special features in tools like Ahrefs. Or just manually search your brand in ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini. See if you pop up. Brand mention tools like Brand24 or Mention Help too. Then, measure what matters. Keep a spreadsheet. Track the number of listicles you're in, their authority level. How often does your brand actually appear in AI answers? Check referral traffic from mentions. And look for correlations with direct brand searches. Are more people searching for you by name?
Okay, that website authority whitelist hypothesis you mentioned earlier, that's pretty mind-blowing. The idea that LLMs trust maybe 1 million core domains more, whoa. Imagine scaling to 1 billion queries and knowing your brand is mentioned within that trusted inner circle. So for a brand trying to break in, what does that really mean strategically? Do we only target those whitelist sites?
It strongly suggests focusing your efforts there, yeah.
Yeah.
LLMs likely use this curated list for training. Getting mentioned on Wired, G2, HubSpot, it gives your brand way more weight. Disproportionate trust? So for smaller brands, yeah, every effort towards landing on those top-tier sites is amplified. Might mean really focusing on guest posts, co-marketing, maybe even those sponsor spots, but only targeting the highest authority sites. Align yourself with that trusted content ecosystem. Also, AIs love content with the user experience factor. Genuine feedback, testimonials, real user discussions, Reddit threads even. Authenticity resonates. And remember the speed advantage. AI SEO can show results fast, weeks, not months or years, because the models update so often.
So long-term, it's about strategically hitting those high-authority sites and making sure your brand story is backed by real, authentic user experience signals.
Exactly that. Build presence in the most trusted internet corners, with content showing real-world value. Focus on high-authority sites and authentic user experience. The guide also flags common mistakes to avoid. Pretty clear stuff. 1. Only creating your own content. We know that's not enough. 2. Targeting low-authority sites. Just a waste of time. 3. Blindly using old link-building metrics. Remember, for GEO, a no-follow link on a great site, still valuable. AI reads the text. And 4. Not optimizing your own product pages first. That crucial foundation we talked about. Neglecting your own website's content foundation. Looking ahead, what's next? Well, this AI SEO space is moving incredibly fast. Expect more AI platforms, changing citation algorithms, more integration with search like Google's AI overviews. To get you started, there's a 6-week action plan in the guide. Pretty practical. Week 1, audit and optimize your own pages. Nail that foundation. Week 2, create your own listicle. Include competitors. Week 3, use AI. Find 5,100 external prospects. Week 4, prioritize them. Use that authority filter. Week 5, start outreach. Week 6, follow up and track everything rigorously.
That's a solid plan. But if someone's just diving in, what's the #1 pitfall, the biggest mistake to sidestep right at the start?
Definitely neglecting your own website's content foundation. Seriously. All the outreach in the world won't help much if your core pages aren't clear, authoritative, and optimized for that AI gaze first.
Okay, so pulling it all together, what's the big picture here? The big idea seems to be that AI has just fundamentally changed the visibility game for brands. Listicles, they're not just blog posts anymore, they're strategic weapons. A direct line into how these AI models think and talk. And by understanding how they prioritize things, relevance, authority, real user experience, you can actually proactively shape how your brand shows up in those really critical AI answers. It's a whole new playing field.
Absolutely. This deep dive into mastering listicles for AI brand visibility, it makes it crystal clear the future of search, of how people discover things. It's here. And it's powered by AI, no doubt about it. Yeah, the landscape changes fast, incredibly fast. But these core principles, authority, authenticity, strategic content, they'll serve you well. Start with listicles. Master this process. Then you can expand out. Your future customers, they're already asking AI for recommendations right now. You need to make sure your brand is part of the answer, not invisible. So are you ready? Ready to get your brand mentioned by ChatGPT? Oh, you Tower Row Music.